Welcome back to the Nose Plays Endless Space 2. We're going to go ahead and jump right into a game that we've already been playing. So if you're already following along, you kind of know what's going on. We're playing the Vaulters. We've sort of taken control of this, what I will call the northeastern area of the spiral galaxy that we're in. To the south of us, we have a war brewing with the Cravers, and to the north of us, we have open war with the Lumeris. We've also discovered the Horatio player, the Sophon player, and the Imperial player. So United Empire is going to be in this area down here. I went ahead and checked all the systems and made a few little changes. We're going to be moving some population around to sort of maximize some of the effects, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in the next 10 turns. But for now, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we have discovered the location of Ariga. So this is an event that happens at some point in the game. You'll discover Ariga. You can discover it through your own means. I think at some point, if you haven't discovered it, it just tells you where it's at. But anyways, it gives you a -5 approval on all your systems for 10 turns, but it also gives you +20 science for 10 turns per system. So if you have a lot of systems up by this point in the game, it's actually a really good thing. If you don't have a lot of systems up, the effect is pretty small. But since we have something like 6 or 7 systems now, this is going to be a fairly significant effect for 10 turns. Over 1,000 science, so how many? Yeah, we have 5, so 100, yeah, 1,000 science. And we may get another system up before the end. Let's see where it's at. Oh, lovely. Not only is it in Craver space, but it's on a Craver system. Or in a Craver system right here. Well, that kind of sucks. It's going to be a while before we can make it back home. We've also discovered the amoebas. I like the amoebas. The amoebas were a really cool faction in the original Endless Space. They were kind of the peace-loving faction, if I remember correctly. They had some unique mechanics. They've made it into this game as a minor civilization, and so they're not nearly as cool as they were in the previous game. But it's cool that they actually made it into the game. They have some huge benefits to influence. Well, I don't know if I'd say huge, but they have some significant benefits to influence if you can maintain peace or alliances with other groups. We'll go ahead and start negotiations with them. And I think I will go ahead and give them a little bit of praise. This will put us up above the first tier and will get us some much needed science and money. In fact, I may do the same with some of these other factions that we've discovered. I'm not going to bother with this one because I don't think it's going to be enough to break that first tier. This is nice because it's going to offset the negative approval that we just got for our faction quest. Faction event that triggered. The dust benefit's also going to be helpful to keep us positive while we move forward. As you can see, our systems are growing and our populations are growing quite significantly. We're going to start moving those people around, and I'll point out why. Once we get to that, I'm going to move our ships. And let's go ahead and talk about Andromeda. So Andromeda has a bunch of worlds that are not very conductive to the nearest. So the nearest get an additional +3 food on fertile systems. We have a couple fertile systems in our empire. And so what I did last turn is I took 3 of these nearest and I put them in our spaceport and sent them to Nair. So in a couple turns there will be, or maybe it was instant because we both have portals, I can't remember, but we may, I think it was, because I think these are, I sent 3 Vaulters from Nair here, so we kind of just traded populations. But the Vaulters, because of their portal systems, can do that very, very efficiently. So we may end up doing that again and again and try to get all of these populations off of Andromeda, because growing that particular faction on this system is going to be bad. They're not going to get to take advantage of their bonus, and so we want to move them off at our earliest opportunity. So I'm going to go ahead and take 3 more of them and send them to Nair. And let's go ahead and do some searching here.
Welcome to the Sophonoty.
Looks like we've officially
There are
met
some
the
among us who
Siphons.
doubt your intellectual chops. Please, prove them wrong.
Yeah, okie dokie. And we found another ship. Hydromiel. And this is the first time we've seen this substance. So what does this one do? +4 food per pip. Okay, not super fantastic. We'll deal with the ships here in a second. Okay, so it's just those 2. Let's go to Bushir real quick, and let's talk about what I have going on here. So, what I want to do in Bushir is I want to eventually move everything off of Bushir except for Horatio. And the reason for that is these planets are good, but they have a lot of negative modifiers. The Horatio provide extra food, which will help the system grow a little faster, because these planets, as we pointed out earlier, don't have any food. However, they also provide +2 approval on hot planets, and since all of these planets are hot, they're going to be a really good population to have in this system. So we're going to go ahead and once our food building gets produced, we're going to go ahead and start moving the Vaulters off of this system and start filling it just with Horatio, hopefully. That's the plan anyways. Also, Nair's got 3 more population incoming. We have the room for them now. Here's the 3 that I sent over. So these guys all benefit from fertile worlds. So I moved them over here. Yeah. Let's take a look here. We can probably move these guys over here without taking too big of a hit. Nope, we gotta stay on that planet. What about you? 87% approval goes down to 86 when I move that one over. That's probably better, just because this has a lot more industry. We are terraforming one of these worlds. Probably this one. I think I'm going to move this up so that we can get our dust back online. We have 2 luxury resources and 1 anomaly. 2 anomalies, but this one won't have population on it for a while. This is going to be necessary. Might as well get this too. We can get that. We don't need that right away though. we'll need it soon, but not right away. And then AI labor. That definitely needs to get built here. Now the question is when. I think we go like this. The rest of this will get done faster that way. We do have several hot planets and they're starting to get population on them, so I think that's a good choice. AI labor again is +5 industry per person on a hot or sterile world. Interestingly enough, I do not know if that stacks. That might actually be +10 industry on worlds that are both hot and sterile. That's how it should work, which is just bonkers. So, yep. We'll go ahead and continue to work on that. Neither of these planets have specialization. They're both sterile planets. So we want to get the colonial exchange up, which just gives each one of the population pips 2 dust, which is good. And let's go ahead and finish dealing with our ships now. We'll start with the pirates. We've got 1 probe. I'm going to send it out this way. And then I'm going to send the pirate over here to grab these curiosities that I just saw. And then this ship, I don't really know what the best route is. I guess maybe we send him over this way and try to finish scouting over here. Wow, that's going to take 16 turns. Boy, this ship is just bad. What is its movement? 4? Ugh. And there's no way to edit or improve these ships either. Yeah, I don't really have a good plan for this ship. Maybe we'll just go get in a fight somewhere and destroy it. I don't know. We'll get it moving over that way. Having a system over here with a portal would be nice. That is a potential possibility in the long term, but not in the short term. Okay. Unfortunately, we're still working on this quest. We have 4 out of 5. It's going to take another system. Got some things completed. And we've completed the history mine. I also previously queued up the research that we were going to need in order to get tier 3 system upgrades, and so I think this is step 1 of that. This is a unique building that is a Vaulter specific building. It has a slightly more powerful effect than the standard building that you would get for this. It has an expensive upkeep, as you may have noticed. So we definitely need to get more dust stuff online here in the near future. But it's going to really improve the influence rate and help us get some of these other things done that we really need to get done. So that is definitely going in the queue. These will be done in 1 turn. Nothing else of utter importance in that system. Go ahead and get our ships moving. And we've got some curiosities over here to search. Several of them, actually. We'll start with that one. Send a fleet to the quest marker. Show the location. Okay. to scout anything with this fleet? I mean, 30 titanium just for getting there. We'll probably do that with that shuttle. It might take a while, but we'll wait for more probes. Anybody else? Okay, that was a quick turn.
Oh, I'm sure we have what you need.
700, jeez. It's gonna take a while. Alright, we've explored half the galaxy, that's good. Got our probes. Okay. Hyperium loot. Wait for another one. More vaulters. I need to go back and check Nair. Yeah. You need to come over here. And you need to come over here. And alright, so we're getting slightly overpopulated on this system now. So that happened rather quickly. Yeah, that doesn't give us a lot. Nor does that. So I think, yeah, that's better. It's better to have population here than there. So if we're not going to be able to get positive, we may as well do something more like this. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll stay content, but we'll increase our industry so we can get some of this stuff done a little more quickly. The other thing I could do is I could transport some of these populations to one of my other systems that needs them, but I don't think that's necessary. Andromeda's already kind of tight. We can go up to 2 on here, so let's do that. Move our ships, and we need to do something with this fleet. This fleet has an issue, and that issue is this shuttle with only 4 movement is kind of holding us back. What I think I'm gonna do is fall back to Trime and regroup my ships, particularly this Prowler, which is a stronger ship. We have actually another one. We need to merge those ones. They have 4 ships here, but I only see... Okay. So they haven't combined these. We could attack this... I don't think we get to choose which one we attack. I think we just attack the strongest. And our ship is injured. I'm not sure what the best course of action here is. I think we are going to send a probe down that way. Down that way. Out that way. There is a curiosity over here, so maybe we'll just send this fleet over here and we'll regroup. And then this ship can just kind of blockade. And hopefully catch anything that tries to come this way. Any kind of colony ships. That's probably a better use of it than slowing down this fleet. Okay. What else do we need to look at? Anything? I could really use... This system really needs to be happier. If I move it to that, yeah, that doesn't really help me. Alright, well, we'll just keep it like this for now. We may have to terraform one of these worlds. I'm thinking this one might be worth terraforming. We can gain an extra population slot. We'll lose a lot of industry, but we'll gain a little bit of dust and a lot of approval, which we really need. Let's see what happens when we get the rest of those buildings built. They are everywhere. Alright. Altars. Vega. Second skill point. We'll go with health on the fleet. Third skill point, I guess. Ready for another search. Last one on this system. And then get you moving right along. Just keep on trucking. Okay. Move the rest of our ships. I'm going to stop there so we can send him to that quest. If I can remember where it was. Dust is negative at the moment. Not 100% certain why that is. That is a big fleet. Holy moly. He has got a lot of ships over here. We really need to be cranking out more ships. Bouchier needs to get online. We did just finish the food building, and so now notice our food is way higher than it was a few turns ago, which is good for us. We're going to be able to populate this system a lot faster now. We have anomalies on every planet, so this is really worth doing. I'm gonna... Yeah, we need that. I'm gonna throw that on there too because it'll be super fast to build. The approval. 14 turns. Alright. We'll see. We really need to get some things done. Okay. Eureka, we got a random science tech. Doesn't tell us which one. Might be this one. Yeah, I don't remember grabbing this one yet. I think it was. Okay, well that's good for us actually. Cancels the negative effect of mixed anomalies. That's cool. Reveals and enables the use of wormholes. That's cool. And provides us the food benefit on systems. So the food specialization is useful in some cases. So I gotta pay, click to counter. Two turns to reduce the effect. So I actually have to manually do this on all my systems now. Well, that's kind of annoying. Just throw all those down. What other systems do we have? None in that one. None in this one that we need to mess with. None in this one. That one's the first one, so we're good. That's all of them. Alright, cool. Minus 10 science on Empire has gone. That's good. Another nearest was made on Andromeda. That's annoying. And we've got 2 of our Xeno luxury resources, so you can see our dust is going back up because we're getting some of those dust producing buildings going. About halfway through this video. Let's take a peek at the Argosy. Colonization will be free in 2 turns. Where do we want to send this guy? I'm thinking Nis or Zazmanos. One of those 2 locations probably needs to be colonized by us. The other option is to maybe try to grab something out this way. But I'm not really seeing anything. Yeah. I think Nis is going to be the choice just because of the antimatter. The luxury resources also provides a big potential boost to our income. Why is that so hard? That seems like an awful long way. Do we not have a portal here yet? Crap. Okay, the lack of a portal is making this trip not only long but dangerous. 3 turns to get a portal up, and I don't think I can rush it any faster than that. I can get 1 extra industry. Yeah, that's not helping me. It's not hurting me either, though. We're still in ecstatic, so we'll just leave it there. Yeah, that portal needs to be built. Also, things that need to get done here. We need to grow this system a little bit quicker. These are for fertile. Neither of our planets are fertile. They're temperate. I thought they were fertile. Okay. Well, either way, I think we'll go ahead and queue these up. We can always switch them to something else a little bit later. This is unfortunate. I wish I had caught this a few turns earlier. We could have got that built a little sooner, and then we could teleport to Bouchier and get there in like 1 turn. This is going to delay us just a little bit. I'm not super concerned because it is going to allow our Golden Age to last a little longer. But we don't want to forget to do this, so skip turn, move our ships. We've almost got them all there. We're about to get neural robotics finished, and we have some curiosities, so we'll go ahead and search that. Alright, let's take a look at what we have here. I have a shuttle with 5 move speed, a shuttle with 5 move speed. These shuttles are decent. I have a station with 6 move speed, which is actually pretty powerful. That's my big ship. Yep. And then I have this Horatio vessel. So I'm going to have to drop... If I drop the Horatio vessel, I can add both of the Prowlers. I think that's what we'll do. And then we'll have a real combat fleet. A new battle tactic. By any means. Sacrifice influence to get bonus power. Use it if you have available influence to get a damage bonus. That could be incredibly powerful for a certain United Empire faction. Oh, cool. We do have the ability to scrap ships. Okay, so if I can't find something better to do with that shuttle that's out there doing nothing, I may end up scrapping it for some dust. It's just too slow and too inefficient to be useful for much else. We'll probably grab that titanium that I was looking for, I believe. Yeah, it's this planet. So in 5 turns, he'll get me a stock of titanium, and then we'll have to decide whether he's worth keeping around. We have some probes. There's still a little bit of fog of war out here that we haven't uncovered. I don't think my probes can quite get that far from where we're at. Yeah, it looks like not quite, but I can uncover a fair amount of that. There's some out here that we can definitely get to, so we'll go ahead and send those probes out. It says there's a ship here that we can attack. Oh, goody. Civilian fleet. I'm sure we'll get yelled at for that. Yes, we did. Okay. Another turn goes by. I want to get these ships grouped up here as quickly as possible. So let's get in here. Break him out. Of course you would. Oh, awesome. And they have a butcher this time. Well, this is unfortunate. So they prefer long-range tactics with their butcher, which means they probably have missiles. The slicer prefers medium range. Yeah, these are both medium range. Turtle's not an ideal strategy. Revive and rebuild might be a better one. I have a feeling we're going to lose some command points in this fight. Let's go to the advanced. We do have... Do we have any long-range ships? No. None of these ships really like long-range. If we just go turtle, we know his fleet's going to be here. We only need one ship at long over here to gain a morale bonus, and it should be the ship that has the best long-range capabilities, because cross-fleet engagements are always considered at long range. I'm going to put my hero over there. She's the only one that has missiles, I believe. See, this is where having more tactics would be better. I think we're just going to go ahead and go with this. We'll see what happens. We might as well watch it. Oh dear. They did have enough to do two. Oh. Well, the good news is our hero ship may die, but because my fleet won't die, she'll just be injured and she'll repair. Skip to the action here. Ugh, these cinematics. Alright, so the one ship that they had to fight. Our hero's taking some damage. Yeah, our hero ship went down. Let's see if we're able to finish off one of these two. It's going to be unlikely because we just don't have a lot of long-range weaponry. Managed to take out the butcher. That's pretty cool. Oh, we managed to get all three of them. Okay, so our hero went down. She was rescued because the rest of my fleet survived. So that was actually the best case scenario for us. We didn't lose any of our ships, and our hero basically revives for free, so that actually worked out really well for us, surprisingly. Not at all what I was expecting.
Our purpose is to kill.
Yeah, we're gonna
You, though,
refuse.
will suffer. Our purpose is to...
Okay, extra manpower for you. Yay. Okay, this is gonna be very helpful for getting us the influence we need in order to get our quest with the pirates completed. So we're definitely going to take this. The -10 science is bad, but it's not horrible. The +20 influence is great. This is going to really counteract what we're trying to get done by a fair margin. So this is the better choice, considering our current plans. Alright, that's done. This is being queued. Political survey is in. So militarists are definitely doing very strong at this point. Now let's get back to doing what we wanted to do, which was drop this vessel and merge those vessels. And then these guys, I think I may just turn them on auto explore and let them get to it. Portal into, yeah. So if we auto explore, set you to auto explore and set you to auto explore. We'll retreat. Okay. That'll get us to the first layer that we need to be, where we're friendly enough that they're not going to auto kill us. Where can I send? Alright. Send out some probes. Science loot. This fleet is going to blockade this system. This ship has a probe. Yeah, there's nowhere to use it yet, so we'll just keep exploring. The Argosy can move, but the Argosy is going to wait for one turn. And that ends that. Okay, Argosy is not fully restocked. This ship got attacked as well, so this auto-explore thing is not working. It's just sending my ships into bad situations. Which means I think we need to turn it off. lot of space to explore, boys. We have our 4 ships here. We may want to consider editing them. So when I built them with a basic design. I don't have the resources I need to do a whole lot. We could go ahead and even that out a little bit. This is a better repair module, and this is a better engine. And that is a better gun, so I can apply that design. And then do something similar over here. We have, let's throw lasers and guns. And then we should be able to oh dear, why can you not select things? Okay. So for 400 dust and a little bit of Hyperium, we can upgrade all those ships. Now, what am I going to do with these ships? Well, for now, I'm just going to blockade Vega. Get all of our other ships moving. I have 3 probes. I can send one this way. That way. That way. And we'll keep moving that way. Alright, portal in 1, and then we're going to head to Nis. So we'll skip your turn one more time. Notice influence has gone significantly higher. I'm not exactly sure why it went up so much. Plus 20 from event. I wonder if that event is on all of our systems. It is. Wow, so that's way more powerful than I thought. And also way more detrimental. Plus 20 on every system is a lot of influence, which is going to make it much, much faster to get this pirate treaty going.
Whoa, you've got dust?
Alright. A couple turns away from ending this video. Notice that Bouchier's population is growing much quicker than it used to. Let's just take a look at this system. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and fight. That shuttle was worthless anyways. So, as I wanted to point out, that's a lot of industry and dust. That is being supplemented by a lot of other things. We also have predictive logistics, which probably needs to go near the top of the queue. 2 turns till we colonize this. 3 turns till we get predictive logistics. Yeah, we need to colonize this first. Planets with strategics. Yeah, this is still not any good here. It is cheap. And once the planets are all full of pop, it's a small amount of industry that's fairly insignificant. It's like a 1-turn production at that point. In fact, it's a 1-turn production at this point. It's not going to do a lot for us, but I guess it's worth having. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 11. 11 industry for 4 dust. I think that's a fair trade, and that will go up another 6 or 7 units once we finish doing what we're doing in this system. These are queued up, I think. We've already queued those up to be canceled, so... Okay. Now we can move you... to Nis. And we've discovered Kairos. It's a specialty planet, has some unique things on it. Where can we send this? Anywhere of any use? I guess we'll just send it that way. Hold on to this one. Got some curiosities to search. Evasive maneuvers. Improves defense at long range, used to close with enemy. That sounds cool. I like that a lot. Plus 30% dodge chance at long range, plus 15 at medium range. This puts everybody in close range. By any means. Minus 5 influence per command point on fleet, plus 30% damage on weapon modules. Long, medium, short. Grim recycling. Turtle. I still like Turtle. We don't have any long-range ships. Revive and Rebuild is kind of nice because it gives you the 1 long range and then 2 short range. Then we'll go with this tactic setup for now. It's not the greatest ever, but tactics are so hard to predict how they'll be useful. I'm gonna have to send you this way. We'll send you that way. Smart flak module. Plus 15% flak damage. That would be good against a ship with lots of missiles. Got a curiosity here. New event, lunchtime. Plus 70 shield capacity on ships. Minus 2 move capacity. Okay. We're being attacked by space slugs. Titanium. So we still haven't got our military online yet. It's almost turned 60. I'm a little worried about that, but I think now that Bouchier is pretty much done with the major things that we have to get done, we can crank out ships very quickly here. In fact, let's go to this screen, and yeah, so 423 industry, 62 food. We have 3 systems that have almost 400 industry right now. It's going to get better in time. Bouchier is going to be the strongest system as far as industry is concerned by far. We're also really close to getting the second tech we needed to unlock advanced system development, which gives us unlock level 3 upgrades and an extra spaceport slot. So as soon as we get that, things are going to get real, because of our giant stockpiles of voidstone and jade onyx, which we're going to use to create massive amounts of industry for our systems. Ship buyout reduction on system, construction buyout reduction on system. We're not buying out very much, so we have a pretty good income of super spuds as well, but we don't really need it. We also have some blue cat mold coming in. We're not really gaining any of these. These are just stocks that we found. Let's look at the population and see if anybody likes blue cat mold. The Horatio do. Okay, so we definitely want to get more Horatio. I want to fill out Bouchier with Horatio if possible. My next population will be Horatio, and hopefully it will be another Horatio after that. We're going to definitely be mashing that Horatio buff. And the cool thing is, so now that we've done that, if I go back here and we click on Horatio, you can see our food and our approval are doubled. The effect is doubled. Getting to 10 increases the ecologist, which we don't really care about. Getting to 20 produces an extra 15% food on system. And getting to 50, yeah, that's not all. We're probably not going to get 50 Horatio, but I would like to fill out the system with Horatio if possible. So we'll be shifting population around with spaceports here soon. Got one more turn and then we're going to end the video. Alright. More health for the fleet. Sounds good to me. Okay. What is that? Our system is being blockaded. Okay, send a fleet to there. We did that. Second part of the objective. Send an the expedition to the indicated curiosity on Akamar 1. Yeah, we won't be able to do that. We could attack this ship with our ship. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't know. Wow. Well, that was unexpected. Oh. Okay, so, end of the video.
We will always talk if you got dust. You do have some.
So, we finally got enough. That was really fast, actually. We got lucky with that event. So we now have a non-aggression pact. We need to keep the non-aggression pact for 12 turns. If we can keep it for 12 turns, we'll finish the second half of our quest. But I want you to notice something that just happened. Now that we have a non-aggression pact with the pirates, this is a unique effect with the vaulters. The pirates get around by portals, very similar to ours. When we have a non-aggression pact with them, their systems all contain portals, and because we're allies with them, technically, we can use their portals. And that goes for pirates anywhere in the galaxy. So, there was a pirate system over here, for example, and so we can actually use a teleport to get there. What I may want to do...
Actions will only make the war more painful.
Okay. What I may want to do is use that fact to get one of my scout ships over there. So if one of my scout ships runs into a pirate, I can teleport them all the way to here and then go grab that dust. Pretty cool. I can also use that to send this shuttle somewhere else that's more useful, though I don't think that there's going to be anything. Actually, I could send her over here and finish scouting this area. Maybe. So that's why we'll send it for now, since it survived its little interaction with the siphons. Another curiosity. What do we get? Influence. And we'll wait for some more probes. Okay. And I guess we officially end these videos on the 10th turn. So we will do one more. Deed Mentor of Legends failed. Okay, we didn't get a level 9 hero first. We did get a probe. Go ahead and grab that one.
The Empire welcomes all who embrace its ideals.
Yeah.
You lead well, comrade.
I think they like the fact that we are... Okay, manpower producers and militarists. Not really super excited about that, but free population. We already did this. We don't have any more probes, so pick a lane and search. We're now cordial with the amoebas, that's good. More population, that's good. more things are done. Let's go to Boucher real quick. So we've now officially colonized this desert. Colonial exchange. We could terraform it to a savanna, but we would lose some industry. Terraforming it to arid just reduces the dust, but it also removes sterile, which we want to keep. So I think we're just going to leave that as is. Alright, we got a lot of ships here. We can colonize this. And shattered crust is bad, but we can get rid of that pretty quickly. We definitely want that at the top. I'm going to take that off for a second. Drone networks. Xeno industrial infrastructure because it's temperate. What else is going to be useful in this system? Cerebral reality, private partnerships, luxuries, +3 per planets with luxury deposits. Yeah, that's going to be good. Planets with anomalies. That's not going to be useful, except on this planet, which we're not super concerned about right away. Alright, so we'll get all that done, and then we're going to move her over there, as we always do, because that's right. She gives food, and she gives industry, and she helps get systems online. Specialization. This is a temperate. None of these affect temperate. Food is not going to be that big a deal. Maybe colonial exchange, just so we, yeah, we're kind of low on dust. Wow, that takes 4 turns. We'll move it back a little ways. It'll ramp up as we get some of these things done, obviously. That's probably good enough for now. So this system will be good for a while. What do we got over here? 3 probes. There's a bunch of curiosities over here. Let's go ahead and head over that way. And several curiosities. One we can grab. Send a probe that way. We'll head that way. Alright, we're making some headway. Okay, so things are looking better in some ways and worse in others. We are not nearly as far along in the military aspect as I would like to be, but we did discover a few things. We're slowly but surely uncovering more and more of the galaxy. We did get the peace treaty with the pirates, that we've been working towards, but much faster than I thought we would, largely due to that plus 20 influence on every system that we got, which gave us a huge bonus to our influence output for the foreseeable future. It will wear off, however, so we need to take advantage of it while we have it. One thing we could do is enact the Dirty Hands Act again for a little while, which I think I will go ahead and do, so I don't forget to do it later. This is always good to kick off when you're starting a new system with the vaulters, because you have so many buildings that need built right away. It'll kind of jumpstart getting your industry buildings down, which will then carry over to having industry buildings down and getting other buildings up more quickly. So I think that's where we're going to leave it today. I hope you're enjoying the series. We'll continue to play with the vaulters. I am going to be taking some time off for vacation here soon, so it might be a week or two before my next video, but while I am going to continue this series because a few people have shown interest in it, the Northgard single player campaign should be coming out soon, and I will definitely be getting some videos up for that. I also haven't completely forgotten about my Total War Warhammer video. I would like to finish off the first half of that first quest that you do in that video, so if you haven't seen that one, you might check it out. If I get a little bit more interest and a few more views on that, I'll probably try to wrap up at least one more video and show that first quest of retaking your first province, territory, state, whatever you want to call it, reclaiming that. I want to finish that part of the quest at least before I end that series, so that is on the agenda as well. If you have anything you'd like to see me play, please let me know, and if you have any thoughts or ideas on my own play or tips, tricks, anything you want to share in the comments, please do that. And this has been The Nose Plays. Have a great day.